Studio right now, Spider for Powerman 5000. Welcome back to Flint.
Thank you, Flint, my favorite place in the world.
Yeah, you know, I was going to ask you because I knew a couple of years ago, maybe 4 years ago, you got some ink done at Electric Chair.
Legendary Electric Chair.
And I heard that you were there this afternoon too.
Yes, I go all around the country, live in Los Angeles, where there's a tattoo shop on literally every other block, and I don't get a tattoo anywhere but when I come to Flint. So,
really?
Yeah.
What did you get today? Is it private, or can you tell us?
Yeah, no, it's it's almost what I got last time. I just did it on the other arm. I always get these like crazy, sexy like space girls.
Cool, right
so
on.
They're like half dressed, but they have like laser guns. So.
Right on, right on.
Such a nerd. Such a loser.
No, you are not. No, you are not.
I mean, you know, look, I could go and get a koi fish. Like
yeah, for sure. Well, congrats on the new album. That's out in stores May 27th, Builders of the Future. And I'm telling Spiders a few minutes ago, that is the most requested song right now, How to Be a Human.
That's amazing.
On the Banana.
I always said the people of Flint have the greatest taste in America. They know what's up.
Well, you nailed it. When it comes to being a human, you know the lyrics. They like to drink, they like to smoke, they like to eat. Perfect.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. Right?
You nailed. Kevin, do you agree?
Nailed it.
That's a lie. Like,
everybody knows what I look like. You know I do all of that.
Yep.
I mean, it's not the most ringing endorsement of humanity, but, you know, it's an uplifting tune nonetheless. Yeah.
It's something that a lot of people, including me, relate to. And yeah, Kevin Zink is in the studio with us as well. So, hello,
Thank
Kevin.
you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Powerman tonight
here.
at the Machine Shop. Tickets are still available if you've never experienced a Powerman show. It's a show. It's a spectacular. It's a lot more than a concert.
It's a very physical, you know, outing. You know, we were talking about this on the way over here, that it's really about, you know, my life would be easy, or you know, going on if I just stood up there with my head hung low and like strum a guitar, but we're just like, we don't know how to do that. You know, we get up there and just kill ourselves every night and play 6 nights a week, and it really is, like, I just like when, I don't know, I like when it feels like everyone's there for a reason, you know, we're all sort of in it together, and it becomes a very physical, it's like an aerobics workout, basically.
Right,
yeah,
I like it.
With the really loud guitars.
You know what I was really impressed with? I had no idea. I just saw this recently. It was about 2 months ago, your art show.
Yeah.
And
you noticed that.
I did. It was really, really cool. Sex, blood, and rock and roll.
Yeah.
And the subjects, the people that you would paint and draw were so all across the board, from Johnny Cash to Amy Winehouse. I want to say maybe there was a Madonna one in there. How do you pick your subjects?
It's just stuff that I love, you know what I mean? Just and also unique looking people, you know. And it was one of those things that was almost on a whim. So let's have an art show. But I have no business doing that because I was literally getting ready for tour. So as I'm trying to prepare for tour, I'm painting and, you know, and trying to put all these drawings together. But it was really a blast. It was something I always wanted to do because that's how I started out. I was an art school dropout.
Okay,
you know,
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I went to art school for like literally 3 months, and I was like, you know what, I want to start a band. And that's when I quit and just figured I could paint when I was old, and now I'm old and now I'm painting. So it worked out perfectly.
No, I paint.
But I still am, you know, in the band, so it makes no sense. But yeah, it was a blast. I just did all like iconic rock and roll musical people. Yeah, Sid Vicious, and I did great like giant Sid and Nancy painting.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Gene Simmons painting and Joey Ramone, just stuff that I grew up loving and, you know, still listen to now.
Yeah, it was really cool, even on the wine bottles. Now, can people buy those?
Yeah, I was selling the wine, like the custom-made wine bottles, and like there's more like candle holders than anything. So.
Did you bring any of those on tour, or no? Was there?
No, I would have brought you one. If I knew you knew about it.
Oh yeah, I just thought it was really cool. Oh, Kevin, you would love it. You would love it.
Oh
just really cool pieces. Just really.
Yeah, we had
unique.
the Alice Cooper wine bottle. I love the red, you know, instead of I love the dead and things like that.
And for those of you that don't know, I feel like everybody knows, but I know sometimes people are like, I never realized that you and Rob Zombie are brothers. You guys are so creative. What was your family like when you guys were young? Your parents, are they creative people?
Well, no. I mean, they're not. I mean, not to be like saying anything bad on my parents are great people, but
I hope they're not listening.
No, I mean, listen. Well, here's the crazy thing is we grew up in a small town in Massachusetts, northern Massachusetts, a little like a factory town. Working class at best, you know what I mean? And there was nothing to do. You know, there wasn't even a movie theater or a record store or anything. And you know, my dad worked in a furniture factory. My mom stayed at home. And for what, I don't know how it happened, but me and Rob just sort of naturally became interested in, I guess it was an escape, really, you know, just comic books and movies and going to, back when you could go rent movies at, mom and pop video stores, and we'd go straight to like the horror section, science fiction, see like, basket case, what's this? Like, let's rent this. And so we just, and then, we're always into drawing and art, and so it just became this thing, it was one of those towns where you just got stuck, like most of the people I know, most of my friends, or you found a way out. And television and film, movies and music was just like this weird escape for us. And we got a lot of crap growing up, in that kind of environment.
For being different, unique.
Yeah, for sure. Rob was like more of an introverted, nerdy sort of kid. Like, he just kind of kept to himself in his little world in his bedroom, and I was sort of the opposite. I was sort of like the punk rock kid who went out and spray painted to school and got in trouble. But we were equally rebellious in our own ways, and just, I don't know where it came from, because my parents were just like super normal, didn't really have an interest in art or music, and I don't think they had a clue as to what we were up to. I think they just scratched their heads and wondered what. Well, don't you want to get a job at the paper mill like your cousin?
It's like you guys are Zappa kids. It's like you're Zappa kids.
Yeah, it was really strange. So we, but I do credit my parents for sort of, maybe in their lack of understanding of what we were doing, leaving us alone. We watched the most inappropriate movies at the, young age, like watching like the most disgusting horror movies at like 9 and 10 years old. And, they just sort of, I don't know, they just maybe let us do what we wanted to do.
Right.
Which, really like grateful that they did that, because a lot of times parents will try to squash that.
Now, you guys head to Europe in June, right? Germany?
Yeah, that is the plan. We get off this tour and we literally have, maybe a week or a week and a half off, and then we go to Europe to do all those massive festivals, like Download and all that. I mean, it's insane. I was looking at the different festivals. We're literally, in the course of a month, going to do shows with the Stones, Nine Inch Nails, Iron Maiden, Metallica, just such a crazy variety of bands. In 1 month, I'll have played with every legendary band ever, you know what I mean? So it's going to be pretty crazy.
What's your favorite part about going overseas? I mean, it's just the festivals, I think, have got to be so much more intense, and the fans and the people.
I've never done the festival thing, so this is going to be, of all these years, and quite honestly, we never spent that much time in Europe. We did one 6-week tour with Pantera, of all bands. Before, wow. This was like almost like right at the end of Pantera, and we did this tour with them over there. It was the most amazing time, to be with those guys, but it was also the time you could see it sort of separating, you could see the unraveling of Pantera, but every night they were just so amazing, and
I'm sure you have some sweet stories.
I have a lot of good stories. I have a lot of good stories about a lot of people. I have a lot of good stories about Kid Rock and Pantera and everybody. So I've had the good fortune of having, the opportunity to tour with so many great bands.
Yeah, when you mentioned Kid Rock, because geez, that was like 98, 99ish or something.
It was 99, right? As we were he was massive at that time, and like at the peak of that album, it was selling like 10 million, 12, whatever.
Yeah, went diamond.
Yeah, and
diamond.
And we were, we had signed up for that tour when we were nobody, and then at that point, but while we were on that tour, our record went platinum. So it was just such a great moment for us to be on that tour, and he was like super cool and hospitable. I remember we were all out on the road during Thanksgiving, and he like bought everyone Thanksgiving dinner at the hotel. It was just like a really cool like family vibe,
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to come in the studio. It was so great to meet you, Spider from Powerman, in the Banana Studio and at the Machine Shop tonight.
Come to the show, everybody.
Trust me, you will be blown away.